What is the deadliest animal on Earth? If you ask most people, the answers come quickly. Lions, sharks, snakes. Creatures with teeth, claws, venom, monsters of nature. We fear what looks dangerous. We fear what can chase us. We fear what can tear us apart. But fear is not the same as reality. Because the animals that kill the most humans every year are not the biggest, not the fastest, not even the most aggressive. Some are tiny, some are silent, some live right beside us, unnoticed. And when we stop listening to instinct and start looking at data, the truth becomes unsettling. The world's deadliest animals are not who we think they are. Tonight, we're not ranking animals by how scary they look. We're ranking them by reality, by numbers, by impact, by the lives they take every single year. From the misunderstood, to the unexpected, to the one creature responsible for more human deaths than any predator in history. This is the true ranking, starting from the least deadly to the most dangerous animal on Earth. The symbol of danger, but not the reality. For thousands of years, lions have represented fear. In ancient stories, they were unstoppable beasts, kings of the wild, predators that ruled the land. Even today, a single image of a roaring lion can trigger a deep, instinctive reaction. Because when lions hunt, they are nearly perfect. They stalk, they coordinate, they strike with explosive force. And yet, despite their reputation, lions kill around 200 humans per year. That number is tragic, but far lower than most people expect, because lions do not see humans as natural prey. Most attacks happen when humans enter lion territory. Habitats overlap. Food becomes scarce, or lions grow old and desperate. In many cases, conflict is not about aggression. It's about survival. As human expansion pushes into wild lands, encounters increase. Villages border hunting grounds. Livestock replaces natural prey, and lions adapt. Not out of cruelty, but necessity. In reality, lions are not humanity's greatest threat. They are powerful, yes, but their danger is local, not global. Gentle giants with unstoppable force. Elephants are often seen as peaceful creatures, intelligent, emotional, deeply social. They mourn their dead. They protect their young. They communicate across vast distances. But when threatened, an elephant becomes one of the most dangerous animals on land. Weighing up to 6,000 kilograms, they can charge at incredible speed. And when they do, nothing can stop them. Every year, elephants are responsible for hundreds of human deaths, usually not from predation, but from conflict. Farmers protecting crops, villages expanding into migration routes, animals stressed by habitat loss. An elephant doesn't need claws or venom. Its size alone is enough. One push, one charge, one moment of panic, and the outcome is irreversible. Still, like lions, elephants do not hunt humans. They react. and that makes them dangerous, but not among the world's top killers. The river's silent tank. At first glance, a hippopotamus doesn't look like a predator. It spends most of its time submerged, moving slowly, almost lazily. But beneath the surface is one of Africa's most aggressive animals. Hippos are extremely territorial. They defend rivers, lakes, and pathways with explosive violence. Despite being herbivores, they are responsible for hundreds, sometimes thousands of human deaths each year. And the reason is simple: speed. A hippo can run faster than a human, swim faster, and open its jaws wide enough to crush bones instantly. Most attacks happen suddenly. A fisherman approaches the wrong stretch of water. A boat crosses a territorial zone. A human unknowingly steps between a hippo and deep water. There is no warning, just impact. The hippo doesn't hunt, it protects, and in doing so, becomes one of Africa's most dangerous animals. Nature's perfect ambush predator. Few animals have remained unchanged for millions of years. Crocodiles didn't need to evolve much. They were already perfect. Armored bodies, unmatched bite force, eyes and nostrils positioned for stealth. They wait, motionless, watching the edge of rivers, tracking vibrations in water, and when the moment arrives, they explode. A crocodile attack lasts seconds. A grab, a spin, a drag beneath the surface. There is rarely a second chance. Every year, crocodiles kill around 1,000 people worldwide. Most incidents occur in regions where humans depend on rivers for survival. Fishing, washing, collecting water. The danger isn't just the predator, it's proximity. Because when humans and crocodiles share the same space, encounters are inevitable. And crocodiles do not hesitate. They are not emotional, not reactive. They are efficient. Small body, powerful weapon. Not all deadly animals are large. Some fit in the palm of your hand. Scorpions have existed for over 400 million years, surviving mass extinctions, climate shifts, and environmental collapse. Their weapon is simple: venom, injected through a curved tail, designed for defense and hunting. Most scorpion stings are not fatal, but in regions with limited medical care, certain species become extremely dangerous. Children are especially vulnerable, and every year thousands of people die from scorpion envenomation. The threat isn't dramatic. No chase, no roar, no visible attack. Just a sting. Pain spreads, nervous systems react, and without treatment, the outcome can turn deadly. Scorpions remind us of something important. Danger is not always loud. Sometimes it hides in the smallest forms. The killer that spreads disease, not fear. In the natural world, danger doesn't always come from teeth or claws. Sometimes it comes from infection. Assassin bugs, often called kissing bugs, are small insects found mainly in the Americas. They don't hunt humans. They don't attack with aggression. Instead, they feed quietly at night. Drawn by warmth and breath, they bite near the face while people sleep. But the real danger isn't the bite itself. It's what comes after. These insects transmit a parasite that causes Chagas disease, a slow, often invisible illness that can damage the heart and digestive system over time. Many victims don't even realize they were infected until years later. And every year, thousands of people die from complications linked to this single creature. Not because it's violent, but because it's effective. It doesn't need strength. It doesn't need size, just contact. Humanity's closest companion and a hidden danger. Dogs are loyal, protective, deeply connected to human life. For thousands of years, they have guarded homes, hunted alongside us, and become part of our families. So it may come as a shock that dogs are among the deadliest animals on Earth. Not because they hunt humans, but because they carry disease. Rabies, a viral infection transmitted through bites, remains one of the most lethal illnesses known. Without treatment, it is almost always fatal. In regions with limited access to vaccines and medical care, rabies continues to claim tens of thousands of lives every year. The tragedy is preventable. Vaccination programs dramatically reduce deaths. Education saves lives. But where healthcare is scarce, risk remains. Dogs are not villains. They are victims of circumstance, living close to humans, sharing our spaces, and unintentionally becoming part of a deadly chain. Silent hunters in the grass. Few animals trigger fear as instantly as snakes. No roar, no footsteps, just a sudden movement and a strike faster than the human eye can follow. Venomous snakes exist across nearly every continent, in forests, deserts, farmlands, villages, and most bites happen not during exploration, but during everyday life. A farmer steps into tall grass. A child reaches into a woodpile. A traveler walks an unlit path. One mistake, one encounter. Each year, snake bites cause over 100,000 human deaths, and hundreds of thousands more suffer amputations or permanent injury. The danger is greatest in rural regions, where medical care may be hours away. Antivenom exists, but access is uneven. Snakes do not seek humans, they defend themselves. But when survival instincts collide, the outcome can be deadly. The predator we rarely include. We often imagine nature as dangerous. Wild animals, untamed environments, survival against the elements. But when the numbers are counted, one species consistently ranks among the deadliest. Us. Humans kill hundreds of thousands of humans every year. Through violence, conflict, war, crime. We build tools, weapons, systems powerful enough to shape the planet, and sometimes to destroy each other. No claws, no venom, just intelligence, used in ways both brilliant and devastating. We are capable of compassion beyond any other species, but also destruction on a scale nature rarely produces, and that places humanity near the top of its own danger list. The smallest killer and the deadliest animal on Earth. It doesn't roar. It doesn't chase. It doesn't look threatening. In fact, most people barely notice it. A tiny insect, light enough to land without being felt, common enough to ignore. And yet, no animal in human history has caused more deaths. Mosquitoes kill hundreds of thousands, sometimes over 1 million people every single year. Not by attacking, but by transmitting disease. Malaria, dengue fever, Zika virus, yellow fever, West Nile virus, each carried silently from one body to another. The mosquito doesn't intend harm. It feeds to survive, but in doing so, it becomes the most dangerous animal on Earth. More deadly than lions, more deadly than sharks, more deadly than snakes, because its weapon is not force, it's biology. Invisible, efficient, relentless. A single bite can change a life. A swarm can change a region, and across history, this tiny insect has shaped civilizations, migration patterns, and even the outcomes of wars, all without ever being seen as a monster. So, what have we learned? The deadliest animals are not always the strongest, not the loudest, not the most feared. Real danger is often quiet. It hides in water, in grass, in the air. It spreads through contact, through proximity, through the invisible systems of nature. Fear tells us to watch the predators. Reality tells us to watch everything. Because the natural world is not built on good or evil. It's built on balance. Predators keep ecosystems stable. Parasites evolve to survive. Species adapt, and humans exist within that system, not above it. Nature is not our enemy. It doesn't hunt us out of hatred. It doesn't seek revenge. Every creature on this list acts from instinct, from survival, from the simple need to continue existing. The real lesson is not which animal is the deadliest. It's understanding how deeply connected we are to the world around us. Where we live, how we expand, how we treat ecosystems, all of it shapes the risks we face. Because in the end, the most dangerous place is not the jungle, not the ocean, not the desert. It's the point where humans forget they are part of nature, not separate from it. Fear may guide us, but knowledge protects us. And when we understand the truth, we stop fearing the wrong animals and